So today we're going to talk about new homes. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the top builders. We'll look at a couple of ratings and reviews. I'll talk to you a little bit about the pros and cons of buying new versus pre-owned. And of course, we can't talk about new homes without taking a look at some of the models. And then I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. We're gonna get into it right now. So my name's Greg Lawson. I have been a realtor for many years. I've actually written books on the subject, and I've lived in San Antonio for almost 30 years, and no one knows San Antonio better than I do. And so that's enough about me. We're gonna talk about some builders. Let's talk about new homes. All right, first of all, pros and cons. If you're looking to buy a new home, the first thing you want to know is it's going to cost you more. You're going to get less house for your money when you buy a new home. That's just the fact of the matter. But if you're a person who likes knowing that you're the first person to own it and it's in pristine condition and you can do what you want and make it your own, then that may be the route for you to go. And there are plenty of good builders in San Antonio. There is plenty of inventory here in San Antonio, and I'm going to show you some of that. But getting on with the pros and cons. So first con is it's going to cost you more. Pro is you're going to get a new house. It's going to be a brand new house. And so the second con would be that you're not going to get all the things that you're going to get in a pre-owned home a lot of times, right? When you go into a pre-owned home, it's basically already set up for you because someone was living there. So they most likely have all the window coverings. They have the little things like your towel racks and all that kind of thing. There's just a lot of little things that you probably wouldn't think about if you've never owned a new home that you're gonna have to go out and buy. Now, I bought a new home a while back. It was a larger home, and it cost me $3,000 just to buy blinds for all of the windows. And so there are just things like that to consider. A new home may or may not come with a garage door opener. If it doesn't, you have to buy one. You have to pay for the installation unless you can install it yourself. So that's another one of the cons. Another pro is it's going to come with some type of a builder's warranty. You get to do walkthroughs. If you find things that are wrong, point them out to the builder, and they should take care of them. Now, depending on the builder, some builders are better, some builders are worse at doing that, at really taking care of those issues and getting to it immediately rather than later, So those are things to consider, and those are things to look for in the reviews. So I recommend that you read some reviews when you choose a builder, but keep in mind that all the builders, I've gone through some of the best builders, and they all have some bad reviews. Some of them, hopefully they'll have more good reviews than they have bad reviews, but they all have bad reviews. So don't be too put off by that. So a couple of things that you want to know if you're buying a new home. First of all, first and foremost, I would highly recommend that you use a realtor. Use an experienced professional to go in there with you to represent you, because that's what we do for a living, and we know what to say, we know what to look for, that sort of thing. A house is a huge purchase. You want to get it right, you know, it's a lot of money. And most people don't buy houses every day. You know, some people may buy one house and stay in it their whole life. And others, you know, move around a little more, and you'll buy a few houses over the course of your lifetime. But realtors deal with this kind of thing every day. And guess what? The best part about that is it's free. We're free to you. The seller pays our commissions. So there are not a lot of state licensed professionals that you can hire for free. So keep that in mind. You want to use a realtor. The other thing is, and if you have a realtor, your realtor should tell you this, even though it's a new house, you want to get it inspected. You want an independent inspector, not the builders. You know, the builders will do an inspection, but you want an independent inspector to go in and look at things. And guess what? They always find stuff that's wrong, that the builders have missed, that the builders have kind of, you know, just not done a good job on sometimes. So you always want that independent inspection. All right, so that being said, let's get into some of these builders, all right? The first one that I'm going to talk about is called Lennar Homes. Now, Lennar Homes, they make some pretty nice looking homes. As a matter of fact, the home that I'm standing in right now, my home, was built by Lennar. My wife and I have been very happy with the home. It's got nice modern features, and they're a quality builder. Now, they're going to be the lowest rated builder of the ones that I'm going to talk about today, and that's why I go with them first. I like to work my way up to the best. But 3.5 stars out of 5 stars is what I saw for Lennar. But here's the thing. A lot of their lower reviews were from years ago, and most of their more recent reviews were 5-star reviews. So that's why they're on the list today. Like I said, and because, you know, my wife and I are really happy with our home. And the other reason they're on the list today is, out of all the builders that I looked at, they have the most availability in all different areas of San Antonio. They have the most inventory, they have the most homes, and they have, you know, they'll have the most diversity. You'll have more choices with Lennar Homes. So that's why they're on the list. Now, my second builder is gonna be Highland Homes. Okay? Highland Homes has been a quality builder for a long time. They've always been kind of more of an upper echelon builder. You know, they're not necessarily considered a custom builder. So if you want a custom builder, then again, that's gonna cost you a lot more. But yeah, you can design your own house or get an architect, or, you know, you can have a house built any way you want it. But if you go with most builders, they have the floor plans that they do. They do certain ones in certain areas, other ones in certain areas. They don't necessarily do all the homes that they do in every area, you know. So you have some restrictions with a standard builder versus a custom builder. A custom builder, you buy the land and they'll do whatever you want them to do on that land, right? So, but Highland Homes, they make some really nice floor plans. They make some gorgeous homes, and they're high-end. They come with a bunch of high-end features, standard. So they're kind of known for that. And that's why they're on my list for today. But let me tell you, all these builders right now are suffering with something that you've seen, I'm sure, around the country, and that is a lack of labor. So they're struggling sometimes to have the people that come to work and get the job done, and sometimes that delays a build and that sort of thing. So you might want to expect that, but there's a lot of inventory that's completed or near completed. But obviously, if you're the type of person that wants to be able to choose the color of your brick, choose your flooring, choose your wall colors, all of that, choose your countertops, then you're gonna wanna start early, or even start from scratch and have the home built for you. But you need to know that there may be delays and it may take longer than what you're gonna be told due to the lack of labor, all right? And I've seen complaints recently regarding this with certain builders, okay? Now, the last builder on the list is the one that's the highest rated, okay? Which is surprising. It was a little surprising to me because this particular builder didn't have a great reputation, I don't know, let's say 15 years ago or so, you know? But they do now. You know, they really worked on their reputation. They've worked on doing a good job. They have #1 customer service, and that builder is KB Homes. KB Homes used to be just known as kind of, I don't know how to say it, like a garbage builder. And that's being harsh, you know, that's being harsh. I probably shouldn't say that, but they weren't the best builder back in the day. They had a reputation of not building quality homes, okay? But they've turned it around. They built some really nice homes. They have more variety now than they did back in those days. It seems like their homes used to be a little more cookie cutter, and now they're a little more stylish. And guess what? They have a 4.9 out of 5. You know, their rating is about a 4.9 out of 5 stars. So there you go. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these beautiful homes, and after that I'm gonna make you that offer that I mentioned earlier on, okay? This is an offer that you're probably not gonna get anywhere else, so you're gonna wanna stick around for this one. But enjoy the beautiful homes. see something you like. So let's get to that offer. Now, I've already mentioned that when you're a buyer, my services cost you nothing, all right? The seller pays me, so you don't have to worry about it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay you. And how am I gonna do that? By paying for your move. Doesn't matter if you're moving across town or you're moving across country. I'm gonna pay for your move. Of course, there are some limitations and there are some restrictions that apply, but if you want to find out more, you can contact me, because I'm going to pay up to $4,000. And it depends on what house you buy and that sort of thing, but whatever I can do to make things easier on you is what I'm all about. All right? So again, if you haven't already done it, please subscribe, hit that bell, and my contact information is below in the comments section. So, hey, call me, text me, email me. Let's talk. Until next time.